On our recent trip to the Modern Medium Man Summit in Atlanta, Georgia, we met a bunch of bloggers we really love, and we want to introduce you to them.
Their blogs are so funny you'll blow milk out your nose, which is why you need this bib from Baby Bjorn, our sponsor.
Jason Avant from dadcentric.com. We're a collective assembly of some of the best dad bloggers on the net. We've been going at this for about 5 years, and we just go on that site and tell our personal stories of life as a modern dad.
How many different contributors do you have to DadCentric?
Right now we have 9. We all kind of do our own thing. If there is an underlying theme or style, it's that everybody is brutally honest, and we tend to either be brutally frank, brutally funny, sometimes pretty poignant and sad, but all of the stories that we tell really kind of come directly from our own hearts, as it were.
And it's not just a funny blog. You guys aren't just trying to be funny.
Not at all, not at all. I mean, we try to show really what being a dad and a man is all about in this day and age.
Stay-at-home dad in Lansing. That blog is just a tribute to my daughter and being a first-time father and staying at home with my daughter since she was born. And
cool.
Just a gift to her to learn more about her dad as she gets older and able to read the blog, but also for me to remember all the great things that have happened since I became a dad.
You also have Book Dad.
Book Dads, yes.
Bookdads.com.
Yes.
And what is that all about?
Well, I took that over from a couple of great dads a couple months back in April. We've kept the same basic premise of promoting positive fatherhood.
Right.
Not just books by dads or about dads, but also children's books, because I'm a big believer in reading with kids and literacy and promoting literacy, and lots of evidence out there now saying how important dad is if you want your child to be a reader.
I started GreatDad.com about 4 years ago when we had our second child. I stayed home with my son. And just like you, I realized that everything out there was written for women. And if it wasn't, if it was targeted to men, it was a daddy corner. It was obviously written by a girl, and we felt that. So I started to say I wanted to start something like a babycenter.com, but for dads. So we have a site that is got many of the features that you'd see on a site oriented toward women, but it's written for men. We have naming generators for naming your kids. We have articles on baby acne. We have a pregnancy newsletter that goes week by week that all is from a dad's point of view. And some of that's written by me, some of it's written by friends and family, and then we have 16 published authors who come from all different walks. We have OBGYN, pediatrician, humor writers, psychologists, who all write for us as well.
Tell me a little bit about Poppy Blogger.
Well, Poppy Blogger, you know, it's by default, I am the only Latino father blogger in the nation, but my website is actually focused on creative parenting. So I write about creative parenting recipes or tricks, you know, how to get your kids to do certain things that, you know, you don't necessarily find on other parenting websites. My philosophy is that, unfortunately, men seem to be invisible in this space in the blogosphere. I think it's a shame there's not more men that are blogging about raising kids and being a good dad. But it's also, I think, the culture is sort of has a war against guys. Guys are the bums. In the Latino culture, they're the machos. And so I think that what we're doing here, this movement that's starting here really, is very important, because kids need to have a balanced view, and there's too much estrogen going on and not enough testosterone.
You definitely want to read their blogs. You can also read the blogs here at DadLabs.com. Today's episode is brought to you by Baby Bjorn, Ecotech certified safe for your baby, Baby Bjorn.
We got blogs?
Yeah, you write one.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Sometimes.
Yeah.